Gather round, hunters, and welcome back to another episode of Starfleet Command, Orion Pirates Westbound. I'm Fleet Admiral Tarek of the heavy battlecruiser Ancient Kings, as we continue our campaign against the Romulan Star Empire, and we have been slowly burrowing our way deeper and deeper into Romulan territory. We almost have the homeworld planet completely surrounded. It's down to an Empire defense of 26, so it should fall any day now. However, there is a triple star cluster that is going to be very difficult to crack our way through. Luckily, we have the kind of ship in order to actually do that, so without further ado, let us set out into space and attempt to cause a little bit of damage. And we'll pop right on here. It's a homeworld assault mission coming right up from the beginning. We are a little bit dented, I'm seeing from the bar, and I'm not entirely sure what our current status is for weapon systems and marines and repair stuff, but I'm hoping it's good. We are being escorted today by the USS Amniar, a New Jersey-class battlecruiser with 6 photon torpedoes, as well as the heavy carrier USS Thresher, which should be bringing 16 fighters to the fight. Not bad at all. Squaring off against us is a light cruiser. According to the fleet screen, it is an SPX, the Shrike, as well as a planet which is PL6, the Fendere, because it needed a name, apparently, that was not Romulus nor Remus. I wonder if that's something that you can mandate in the actual mission file, just to force homeworld assaults to be certain things, but then you'd need the homeworld assault to be specifically associated with specific factions, and that would make it a little bit difficult, but maybe that could be coded. Oh, there's also a King Condor out here. Oh no, it's not a King Condor. It's an HX. So a New Hawk? Neohawk? I like Neohawk better than New Hawk. Neohawk it shall be. Alright, however, the light cruiser is probably going to get to us first, so let's spit out a salvo just to see if we can't beat the rest of our people. It's going to be a quick step salvo because we want this sucker on the way as soon as we possibly can. We're going to open up the range to about 5. Excellent, there it is. Pop the second set of MIRVs, wait for them to pop, and all the missile follow-up. Alright, that should take care of him, unless he's packing some pretty monstrous point defense systems, which being a light cruiser you absolutely could be having. However, I do have hope. So we are then going to focus our efforts on the Neohawk, the Kalium, which hopefully should fall to our massive barrage. Unfortunately, we can't open fire with our massive barrage until the first massive barrage is taken care of. A little bit of an oversight there in terms of drone links. I wish I could deploy fighters or targeting scout fighters. That would be awesome. You know, something that would give me additional drone links so I could control even more missiles. That seems something very Merak to do. Alright, so he's got incoming missiles. How is he going to respond to him? Turning away, great idea. Extend the flight times. Dropping the anti-drone system. Using his Wild Weasel shuttle, which will sucker up all the missiles. Great. But probably not going to sucker up the next group. And you aren't cloaking. You should be cloaking right now. And the missiles return to course. Oh, because they're beautiful. Boom. Perfect. He did get his torpedoes off, which is not great, because now, unfortunately, where were you, Amniar? No, the Thresher. Amniar is our New Jersey. Unfortunately, he's going to have a hard time, actually. Never mind, I completely forgot. We have Wild Weasels, too. Duh. I mean, I haven't prepared any, so that's going to be a little bit difficult, but yeah, we've got them. And you're not cloaking. Let's see if I can't take advantage of that. It is going to be a quick step salvo, because I want to drop this on top of him, then get in behind him. He is outpacing my missiles at this point, so good on him. As we are going to move into a chase position, doing a speed of 20. Oh, he slowed down and then opened himself up to a salvo from the Amniar. Amniar getting all those photon torpedoes on target, down to a speed of 16. Getting in close, that's just bad ideas right there, man. What are you doing? We didn't even need to handle him. Good job, Thresher. Alright, we're already within range, so I'm actually going to keep the range a little bit out just for a second so I can then do this. And we'll get ourselves on to speed of 24. Match ourselves up. We're going to get a nice, big, thick, meaty salvo going right in on this guy. And we're going to slam into him with, not 100 and some, well, maybe. If I can get 3 full salvos of this, I'm definitely going to have some fun with it. Although, do I have 3 full salvos actually in the tubes? No. And no. So it's going to be a little bit shy of the full salvo, but that ought to be fine, right? Hopefully. We are going to line ourselves up in the middle of this massive missile cloud. MIRVs are ready to go. Dump the MIRVs. Let them surge forward and explode. Gorgeous. And then we will, of course, save the final salvo, which I believe we are down to 3 there. Oh no, we actually do have 3 full salvos. So it will be 36 times 3 is 90 plus 18, which brings us to 108 plus 8, 116 missiles. Is that not gorgeous? Oh, it will be gorgeous in every single respect. Slow down, just make sure all set up. Hi, planet. You're about to suffer so much pain. Nerves are away, and we start to drop back. Normal missiles all set and ready to go. Make sure the primary salvo is out front. And the normal missiles. It's gonna be beautiful. You have 8 phaser 3s. I don't care. This is gonna be gorgeous. Also, let's start to slow down, so just in case we don't accidentally run into a ring. That would be very bad if we suddenly exploded. So pull within range of 5.99. There it is. Drop down in speed. Beautiful. In all things beauty. Open fire with everything we have. I assume we've already taken care of all the Marines on the planet, but I want to make sure. Yeah, send in the Marines. We got them. Quick check of the repair crew. Okay, we're good. Just had to make sure that we were actually all fully fixed up. Alright, so the planet is now ours. There is no stopping us now. And, yeah, that actually worked out really well. 116 missiles in one salvo. That is something we can do. It takes us 3 turns to stack that salvo, so it's not really useful against anything that can move. But it's really, really fun to do. There's pretty much nothing that can survive that. We got the homeworld. The homeworld has been captured by our advanced bombardment cruiser. And I wish I had taken an opportunity to check to see how many Marines we have left. Oh, that's going to be potentially a problem in the near future. Empire defense is down to 21. We're going to take a peek over here. Yep, see, triple star cluster right here, plus the one over here. That just makes taking this entire sector really difficult, but we shall overcome. And another homeworld assault, which just tells me this is Romulus and Remus and perhaps some other third moon that I'm not quite aware of. If anybody knows anything about the geography or astrography, how would you pronounce that? I want to say astrography because it's geography, not geography. But yeah, the astrography of the Romulus system, somebody needs to inform me of what's going on here. We are being escorted today by the space control ship USS Lexington, as well as the plasma dreadnought USS Vega. Squaring off against us right now, he's a KVL. It could be worse. I mean, he could have less capability. He doesn't, but he could. That's entirely possible. No, actually, no scatter pack. I'm not going to need it, let's be honest. We're going to nuke him, then we'll nuke the planet behind him. It's going to be beautiful. Just you watch. He is slowly getting up to speed. We're going to pop it now. And I think we want to make it... Yeah, ooh, you are what? An FHX, you're a fast hawk. So, my thinking here, I want to make this a big salvo. Unfortunately, I'm already behind, so it's got to be a quick step, which I'm not happy about. Just want to make that clear. This salvo was not planned out properly. We ended up having to separate the fire rod a little bit too much, and that could cause some problems. Let's start pulling away. This will at least be a pretty rough punch to his face. So yeah, he's not going to get the full impact of an additional 3 missiles, for which, to be fair, 3 missiles is a lot of damage. That's 72 damage in 3 missiles, which that'll break things really well. But I figure we got to get the missile salvo out before anything else. That's got to be the most important thing about this. Alright, shuttle's ready. Alrighty, perfectly happy with that one. We're going to keep sort of keeping our angle away. I'm expecting the Fast Hawk to dump his missiles and try and... Or, not his missiles, dump his plasma torpedoes and try and cloak. But we'll find out shortly. Are you going to stop? Yeah, there goes his crash stop. Oh, his timing on that is interesting. He did deploy his pseudo-frigates, which ought to be also an additional interesting little bit. Pseudo-frigates have already been deployed. They are going, and... missiles right into your front. Oh, 189 damage. Not sufficient to kill him. That we may end up regretting. Another stutter salvo. Stutter salvo or quick step salvo, depending on how I'm actually feeling at that exact moment, is what we've been calling them. Just because... no, it isn't. I actually didn't check the planet. It is a PL3, which means completely undefended. Excellent. So wait for the crack. There we go. Alright. He's got a full salvo on his way. I assume he's going to cloak. That would make the most sense at this point. Or he could crash stop, which I more than encourage him to, but he's now got all of his plasma torpedoes away. So I can't imagine... Well, he still has the R. That's going to be an interesting combination of things. I would anticipate cloaking would be the #1 thing he would do right now. I'm really surprised that he's not doing it. Wait, did he just start cloaking? Nope, nope, he's still going. The missiles are closing because he's down to a speed of 15. Oh, he can't cloak because he was holding onto the missile. Bad, bad plan right there. Alright, the salvo's about to head in on him. Oh, we got the KVL. Nice going. The fighters from the Space Control Ship absolutely shredding the Romulan vessel, leaving only the Sinvenio, and the Sinvenio is starting to accelerate. I assume he's got a cloak. Nope. No, don't cloak in time. Cloaked in time. Now we've actually got to deal with things. Alright, let's get in nice and tight with him. Don't hit me with those photon torpedoes, sir. I am not your enemy. Prep this, engage the tractor, and phasers set them to overload because we're actually going in for the kill for once. Instead of hanging back at maximum range and just bombarding the absolute crap out of something, we're going to get in nice and tight. And yes, he has plasma torpedoes, but you know what? We have a pretty significant phaser armament. That's the main reason. Alright, tractor beam is ready. Have fun for top-down view. Bombs. Bombs. Shut off again. You are just the most annoying little person. Because it damaged the ship. Oh, he's coming out of cloak. You're mine. Oh, missile lost to control him, and I forgot. I got a little bit too eager on this one, but he's dead now. Thank you. Alrighty, back to normal people view. Or at least classic cinematic view, I suppose. In any event, let's head on towards the planet. Time to start bombing things. We should have enough. Pull up into speed. We are good. Once we hit a range of 72, well, 71 point whatever, we can start stacking up the salvo as much as we can. 8? 8? Seriously? 8 and 2? How did the math work out on that one? I'm a little bit curious. And get the next salvo out. There we go. So we're down to 5 and 0. Again, how did the math work out on this? Like I did... No, I didn't separate the salvos at all. It ended up being 2 quick steps. So there was no breakup in the salvo size. What is going on here? I can't help but get the feeling that something crazy has happened on board ship. Someone's gonna have to explain it to me at some point soon. We need to get back up to speed. I dropped back a little bit too much. And unfortunately, our missile salvo will not be as tightly compact as it should be. Oh, a shame. Pop the MIRVs. Drop back. Missiles normal. We don't want to get too close. I mean, it is an undefended planet. There is that going for it. Or going against it, I suppose. But still, it's a matter of principle. It's a matter of doing things the right way. And not getting yourself killed or wasting a lot of fire is doing things the right way. Still, that's a pretty significant amount of fire. I haven't actually counted out how many missiles since it's not going by the normal full flex there, but should be fine. I think we're about to deal enough damage to it. Tractor beams? Yeah. Oh, just ramping the damage up higher and higher. Shattered. Beautiful. Let's start to slow down, lest we smash into the planet, and that would be very bad. Marines. We have 8 Marines left to destroy, so get me within range and small stop. And fire everything. Down to 6. I assume the missiles will handle things. They generally do. And bombardment says... down to 2. Send in the Marines, please. Speaking of, how many Marines do I have left? 20. So we can still do this another 4 times. Because we have 5 transporters, so we beam over 5 at a time whenever we do that. If we wanted to get really, like, tight about this, we could start sending them over in batches of 3. That would actually allow us to get 6 planets. 2 additional planets. I mean, that's significant to a certain extent. But, I don't want to have to bother with that. Mainly because you can get into a bit of a loop where you beam someone over, they immediately die, you beam someone over, they immediately die, even if you try and tighten things up as tight as you can go. So wait for our Marines to finish securing of the planet, and once that's done, we will own Mars, or whatever this planet might be. It looks like Mars, though. Perhaps the Romulans stole Mars. I believe it. Oh, I would believe any Romulan conspiracy theory. You name it, the Romulans did it. Guaranteed. Hands down. They are that sneaky, they are that evil. Wow, it has just been homeworld assault after homeworld assault after homeworld assault. Hopefully we're not running into King Condors. I keep seeing King Condors in my sleep at this point. I thought I saw something there, but no, apparently it's just the giant island of Britain. And we're being escorted today by the CX, the Advanced Heavy Cruiser. Wait, are you? You're sort of an Advanced Heavy Cruiser. You're equipped with a whole bunch of X-type phasers. You're basically a CA with Heavy Cruiser armament. Or with Phaser X armament. So the USS Paris, as well as the USS Morris, which is... Is this just a normal dreadnought? 4 photon torpedoes? No, you're a carrier. You're a CVA, right? Yeah. And squaring off against this is a KCRX, which looks like a C7. Huh. Yeah, that's a C7 cruiser right there. Not the D7, the C7, which is the upgraded variant. It's basically the same thing as the battlecruiser line for the Federation. And, by the way, we adore it. It's such a great line of ships. Let's actually kick up the speed. We're going to do a quick step salvo here just for, well, easiness sake at this point, since I've already gone too slow before actually doing this properly. Distance of 5 achieved. Prepare the follow-up of everything you have. Now, the bright side is this planet is still a PL6, so it's not a PLPH, which means no defenses, which should hopefully work in our favor. Let's start pulling away from Mr. KRC, because I don't want to have to worry about any sort of him cloaking and wasting my missiles. I have a thing about not wanting to waste missiles, maybe because we only get so many. We're very limited on ammunition because we're traveling in half loads. Makes... Crap, did I shoot the planet? Please tell me I shot him. It looks like I shot him, but he's in front of the planet, which makes figuring that out just a little bit more difficult. Staying at a range of 48, he is slowly getting in tighter. He has deployed his pseudo-frigates, and he's traveling at a speed of 25, which means he's... Oh, yeah, I was afraid of that. D-type plasma torpedoes, and he dumped everything, and then he wild weaseled. Oh, this may have been perfect. Well, not really, because he's about to get shot at quite badly, I might add. But it does mean that the angle should be perfect. No, the angle was almost perfect, but things got a little bit too tight. Hi, we're fighting a Super Hawk. The Super Hawk will no doubt cloak. I have foreseen it. Do I want to dump a whole salvo into him? I don't. Not without having a better prospects of actually hitting him. Let's kick on a tractor beam. We're going to get in relatively close to him. Disruptors, if you don't mind, I'd like you to start plinking away at little guys. Hit them as best as you can. Open them up, cause damage to them. He no longer has an anchor. He let go of the missiles that he was holding on to. So we're going to come in here, and we're going to basically try and break him. Although he is operating generally as a battlecruiser. Which he should be. I mean, he's fully equipped to do it. We're going to get him nice and tight, and then we're going to dump a whole ton of missiles on him. And give me a good shot of that open. Phasers set to overload. We don't want to miss that one. Disruptors, not quite ready. We are at a good angle here. Assuming, of course, we don't hit these. We've got to take him out kind of soon so that the carrier ships don't have to worry too much about it. Get me within a close enough range. I do need to have a good range on this one. Alright, cut into him. Prepare for the missile follow-up. Hi. Wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. Now. Oh, just the amount of in your face. You're done. You're just done. Okay, we took care of most of that. No, there's no more pseudo-frigates left. Now, the Paris is having a very bad day. Unfortunately, there's not a whole heck of a lot I can do about that. We kind of got involved as soon as we could. I mean, we didn't really accelerate to maximum speed to go after him, but as good as we could. Oh, you're decloaking? Have some of this. No, you're gonna have a wild weasel. But that'll keep me alive, possibly. Yeah, there's his crash top, okay. So we're gonna pull around to his stern. We are actually in range in order to use this. I'm not gonna use this anymore. Alright, prepare for the missile follow-up. And stand by for that attack shift to go away. Hi. Surprise. Phasers. Just start breaking anything. All weapons engaged. I have nothing. Tractor beams, you should have quite a few of them. Ooh, shattered on the cloak. Beautiful. Alright, to the planet. We'll go up to our proper speed of 24. This will allow us to stack our missiles most efficiently as we go for the Terminator, which is the line where the day and the night kind of meet together, I think. Alright, we're going to line up at a distance of 72, commence the massive bombardment salvo. We're looking, once again, to get just giant salvos going on here. Hopefully I can get up to 106 again, or 116, and that's a lot of fun. Just because the amount of pain that you can inflict. And salvo 2. And also, MIRVs don't count against my drone limit. Oh, that's all the missiles I have. Alright, start dropping back. We're out of MIRVs. We've used them all. There we go. That ought to be fun. You'll have fun with this one, I'm sure. It's not 116 missiles, but it's kind of as close as I can get right now. Oh, just... Ooh. That looked like it hurt a lot. Let's find out what this one did. Yeah. Yeah, 144 damage out of missiles is just painful. Alright, we're in range. I'll stop. Send in the Marines, please. Thank you. Turn away just for habit's sake, just in case suddenly, magically, they have a phaser 4 and they can shoot at us. We'd rather not be looking directly at them. So as we wait for the Marines to finish securing the planet, all things will, of course, be grand. Wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. Okay, it's actually going quite slowly on the bar. Marines, there's nobody left. Come on, you got this. Thank you. It's a brand new planet. It's the RAS Canuctio. I never quite know how to pronounce that. Just is weird to me. I don't speak Latin, which really helps if you're trying to talk about Romulan stuff, is you speak Latin. 670 prestige. Once again, we are making bank. Oh, and it's neutral, but it's the end of an episode today, so we're gonna have to hop double quick to try and take that planet in the next episode. Anyway, I've been Tirak. If you like what you've been seeing, hit that like button and subscribe. If you want to see the notification every time I post one of these videos, press the little bell icon, leave a comment. I will see you all in the next episode.